Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations on a variety of topics spiritual, emotional, social, psychological, coaching related topics. And we do that in an audio format as often as we can, often daily. Usually at least several times per week, and we've got over 580 of those available for you to check out, and hopefully those are helpful. If you're looking to win at life, if you're looking to get the leg up, if you're looking to move to the next level, if you're looking to have more balance in your life, this is the audio for you. If you're looking for a coach to help you do that, I'd love to be of service to you in that way. I've served over 15,000 people in dozens of countries. Would love to add you to that list. You can get in touch with me through the About Me section on this YouTube page, or you can get in touch with me through PO Perception on Twitter. Either way, it's valuable. So, how do you take steps to win? There's, let's see, 7 things I want to run through in this audio. The first is you learn from your mistakes. Now, mistakes, missteps, whatever you call them, we all make them because if we were perfect, we would not need to grow. And growth is one of the basic human needs. So, if growth is necessary, so too is the realization that we have, at some level, a need to grow, which means we don't know everything. So, as long as when you make a misstep, as long as when you're out of alignment within yourself mentally or emotionally, you learn from it, or if there's a task you need to complete that's more physical, you learn from it, you're winning. Now, as long as you are committed to the process of learning and altering behavior for the benefit of your future, you're in a good space. If you're unwilling to do these things, that's okay, but you have to admit to yourself, hey, there's going to be losses, and I'm willing to confront the losses, not because I necessarily want to go through them, but because, well, the alternative is, staying stuck. And what's the point of staying stuck in the long run? The next thing to consider is you have to look at growth. Grow every area of your life. Make more friends, have deeper relationships, learn new professional skills, learn mastery skills, learn skills of how to relate to people, how to sell, where to go, what to do, how to get more out of your daily life, learn time mastery skills, learn as often as you can. As a matter of fact, I would even go as far as to say, make learning and growing in every possible way your passion, the things that matter most to you, because when learning is your passion, life becomes easier to handle in the long and medium run. The next thing is looking at life in terms of maybe it's time to look at the possibility of becoming a skeptic. What that means is ultimately, and understanding mastery is one of the things that we kind of have to do. Growth and mastery go hand in hand. When we grow, it is easier to master things. When we are willing to master things, it will require us to grow. These things are symbiotic, and they do go hand in hand, go together. So the next thing is skepticism. Healthy skepticism is useful. Now, it doesn't mean be skeptic of everything and don't believe that anything can turn out well or that the world is a negative place, but go in with neutrality. So there isn't necessarily a good or bad outcome to something. There isn't necessarily an overall approach that you need to shift as much as there is just the realization that your focus needs to be on, could this be false? Could this be true? When you come at something from a place of neutrality and you look at it and say, well, this person could be just as easily lying as they could be telling the truth, you're giving yourself a fair chance to not let your emotions determine your outcome in situations. When you go in as a open-minded skeptic, meaning it's possible, but I'm going to look for holes, you make your life easier. This is especially true when developing relationships. This is especially true when developing business partnerships or dealing with financial matters. People either go very cynical and they're negative, or they're very, buttercup the unicorn, and they're always happy and positive, and they get snuck because they didn't look for everything. The more close to the neutral line you are when making decisions, the better you are in kind of maintaining balance in your own life. The next is avoid financial debt. And I know, especially in Western culture, this is extremely difficult. It's difficult because people are, in some cases, obsessed with the idea of physical wealth, material wealth having power. It really doesn't. If you were to die tomorrow, the things you own have very little value, if any. They may have some value to people that want to, improve their level of wealth through you, or whatever the case may be. But in reality, wealth itself is more about quality of experience and relationship than it is things. Now, that's not to say don't have nice things, but what it's to say is avoid putting yourself in debt. I'm sorry, to go through having nice things, because eventually a new car becomes an old car. Eventually, the thing you bought 27 years ago isn't new anymore and it doesn't have the same value. Have things you enjoy, have things you use, but live as minimally as possible so you can put more into experience and you will have a better quality of life. The next thing is think about creating the best possible future, but don't become obsessed with the future. Again, this is a balance related challenge. People become obsessed with the future. I'll only be happy if, I'll only be happy when. And they don't get the most out of the moment, and oftentimes they don't plan for the future. What if something bad were to happen? I don't have a plan. So the balance is finding the plan that gives you security for unforeseen circumstances while being as present moment minded as possible. So spend time thinking about a worst case scenario and a best case scenario, but spend the majority of time in the moment, and you will win at life more often than not. The next is find the patterns in things. Find the patterns in how your energy flows and where you go that's positive or negative. Find the patterns in how you see the world and where your blind spots are. Find the patterns of where you feel most engaged, happy, satisfied, jazzed up. All these patterns are useful because they help you to get the most out of your life. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.